Hey, what's going on everybody? Migzuba here, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a Temur Draw 2 deck for Standard Best of 1. In the newest core set, we got a payoff for drawing 2 cards each turn in the color green, which is Joel Rail. Which reads that whenever you draw a second card each turn, create a 2/2 green cat creature token. This is a very good payoff for playing into the Temur archetype as opposed to the Is It 1 with the stuff reduced in Eldraine. So some of the older payoffs that we're running in the deck are 3 Ironcrag Pyromancers, which is whenever you draw a second card you get to bolt something, and 3 Improbable Alliance. It's basically a slightly, well, it's a different type of creature factor. You create a 1/1 fairy whenever you draw a second card each turn. So I'm not a huge fan of the Alliance, but it is one of the payoffs that we need to keep the deck rolling. The fact that we're in the color green gives us the possibility to play other cards that are very good in the archetype, such as Growth Spiral and Uro. These are both draw cards that also ramp you further. And since we're ramping in a sort of quote-unquote combo deck, I am putting in 2 copies of Hydroid Crisis. It synergizes with our draw payoffs, as in when you cast it, you can draw a lot of cards. And it is a good way to restock in the late game, because we do run out of stuff to do with our mana. From the newest set, we also have Teferi Master of Time. You all have seen this card before. Its main thing in the deck is, well, its +1 enables our draw synergies the same way the Royal Silence does, with drawing a card and ditching a card, but you can do it on your opponent's turn. So Teferi and Growth Spiral at instant speed, Teferi and Opt. Both of these things basically get us triggers from Joel Rail, Ironcrag Pyromancer, or Improbable Alliance on the opponent's turn. I'm running more interaction in the form of Aether Gusts, Dispute, and Brazen Borrowers, because I felt like the deck was lacking it. And in any matchup where Dispute or Gust are bad, you can always discard them to the Scions or the Master of Time. So they're not that clunky. Same thing for the Borrower. If you feel like enough time to get it in, or it's not going to get as much value as you'd like, you can always discard it to win your payoffs. The mana base is a bit painful, 12 shock lands. It does come up where you end up shocking yourself more than you'd like to. Another thing I'd like to mention is the Triomes. They have cycling, meaning that you can cycle them on your turn, and it's another way to enable all of your draw 2 payoffs. So yeah guys, I hope you enjoy. Deck list will be in the description below, and let's get into some games. Okay, so I am on the draw. I'll keep. We have Growth Spiral. Shock that in. Facing a Yorion deck. Yorion ramp. Interesting. Ooh, Yorion type thing. No thank you. We are going to need to hit 3rd land. We do have triple Growth Spiral, but they can start to become cloggy. That's fine. We need a ramp too. And if he hits his lands and we don't, that's going to be a problem. I also have interaction for he tries to cast. So we Growth Spiral ourselves. We do hit the land. And I'm not even going to bother trying to get a payoff down. I'm going to hold open my Growth Spiral, my Aether Gust. Opponent on 5 mana. Not great. And he fetches the Yorion. Okay. Let's go and tap green. Oh yeah. Love it. Let's go. I too can ramp. I'll get down the Pyromancer, and I'll hold open my mana. So we just ramped really hard. As you can see, the green splash coming in real handy. Do I care? I mean, I guess I do. Just say no to that. Can't pay for it, but it does start to become a problem. Oh yeah. Got these no power creatures attacking. Love it. And we will We'll get down the alliances. Hold open Aether Gust. Pass the turn. See what you got. Right now is where drawing a Master of Time would be really good. Get that land. No problem. It looks like he's trying to ramp to something, but he doesn't actually have anything to ramp to right away. Okay. I can activate the alliances just to get through my deck, but right now we're clogged on interaction or not enough actual draw effects. But the interaction in this matchup is very key, because in situations like this, disputing the Ugin is more important than bolting Geese. Yeah. Okay. So I can trigger the alliance right now to bolt a Goose. I don't think it matters too much, but I will hold this in my. I will hold this to ditch to the alliance in case I want to activate it. Enclave, sure. I am just going to use this to cycle through my deck. We want a more permanent payoff. Sure. Okay. Well, Jor-El's good. We're lacking draw power, which is the issue. I have not ran into this. Normally my issue is with holding payoffs, like not drawing enough payoffs. And question is, do I play out the land? I mean, I think I hold it for both the alliance and activating Jor-El to make my Pyromancer a real threat. You already have 1,000,000 mana. Enclave isn't doing anything. Eventually, though, he will start to draw cards that matter, like Nissa and more Ugin. So we have to be expecting that. Okay. This is where I think activating is important. And we will discard green, bolt a Goose, and get a lot of triggers. Let's go. So this turn, if he plays a Nissa, for example, we do get punished. But we can reanimate. We can cast and reanimate a Uro next turn, which is quite important. It's going to be a constant source of pressure for him. Attacks with the Simulacrum. I mean, with the free block. He's trying to get me to trade it because he wants to draw more cards. Oh yeah, look at these blockers. A triple Grazer. That's hilarious. Take some food. This is jokes. Oh, so this game literally becomes how good can you draw? And go for this. Bolt the Goose. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Master of Time. Well, you know what? I am actually going to hold that. We attack with all, he ends up taking 1. Oh yeah, get that point down. We'll hold all of this. Ceratops. Gust! That has to be slightly upsetting, right? Keeps it on top. Okay. Okay. I see you. How much mana? 7. We can use this on our opponent's turn, discarding our second Jor-El, which we don't have that much use for. We bring back Uro, because we know he's drawing the Ceratops. if I attack with all, we'll get a second draw. Is that relevant? Good question. 3 mana. I mean, it gives me the option to play the Master of Time. I think I just play this stat. Bolt a Grazer. Oh yeah, give me those fairies. Give me those cats and fairies. The main thing to be afraid of right now is an Ugin. Sure, I'll give him his card. He has so much life. Those beasts just using their seed font to the food. Okay, so he picks up the Ceratops. Let's see what the other card was. He casted, so it's probably not a Ugin. Okay, enables the Enclave. And it's an Uro. So not bad, like as far as cards that get him back into the game go. Or was only a switch with a grave that's that full. He will thrill up. Discard second Jewel Rail, it is legendary. Grazer. Get all that spawn. So we're already drawing the card next turn. Based off the Uro. And I'm just looking for more Pyromancers at this point. Okay. So, how much damage is it if I pump Jewel Rail? Or pump everything off Jewel Rail? Creatures. Okay, so this actually nerfs Uro. But this is 10, 11. 44. Yeah, I think I attack with all here. So that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times 4, 2 blocks. That has to be a lethal, right? Let's go. Plus Uro gets me a card. Oh yeah, decline. Bolt the Grazer. Oh yeah, this has to be more than enough. What's he chumping? Uro? Activate Uro. Pump the team. Oh yeah. Pretty convinced we had lethal there. So the Recovered Jewel's activated ability in the intro. It comes up. Okay. On the play, I don't love this hand. No payoffs. Well, so much for the Temur version. Pure is it right here. Let's go. Against the mono white aggro deck. Okay. I swear, guys, we're running Temur. I ain't playing. I wanna make these jokes. Well, triple Pyromancer and no green mana. If that's not funny, like, I kind of find it funny. Maybe I'm just a weird one here. Anthem. Oh, we still have a free block. Ow. Oh, this is gonna be too funny. I'll get down the second Pyromancer because I don't know what kind of removal he's rocking, but yeah. Even if he had a second Anthem, I can still just do something along these lines. See, now I get really punished if he has the third anthem. Then again. Okay, I'll chill. We won't play the third Pyromancer. I think 2 should be enough. Let's do attackers. Okay. So we'll block here. And not here. Block. Cast Thrill. We'll ditch the growth spiral. Okay. That's fine. Find green mana. Nice. And we'll ping down the saviors. Oh yeah. Let's go. Ooh. This is tricky. So I'm going to growth spiral here. Yeah. Don't love that. These replace themselves, so I can just hold them up, and yeah, we just start pinging down his 3s. Eventually we'll find more mana, and we just take it from there. Alright. I like this hand. Let's go. And on the play. Let's get it. We'll get the payoff down first before we put an extra card with growth spiral. We'll feel up the opponent. Just guy. Ooh, okay. Well, I mean, I can spiral into another alliance. This does just get bounced by Teferi next turn. Should it come to that? Maybe I just growth spiral, but then he bounces the token. I'll just play the Pyromancer. Next turn, if he doesn't interact with it, I can, or even if he does, I can Stomping Ground and then Alliance and Spiral. Like he caskets it. I was more worried about Teferi, but casket is fine too. It's a fine answer. Yeah, we just need 1 red for this. Cast it out. Play up the Spiral. Get those fairies. And we'll play it our way. So, my favorite matchup for the Alliance is a control matchup where they will have a harder time removing them. But it's a Jeskai, so he might be on that with the chance of Amplify. Okay, just straight up playing Archon.
If I don't have a plan, I'll just make one up.
I want to keep hitting land drops for big crisis. And okay, so that will trigger Constellation, which I don't want to deal with my tokens, so we can hit that. And he won't be on 4 mana, so he can't even board wipe me. Ooh. Alright. I can bounce the casket and I'll be able to hit for 3. So I want to try to bait him into blocking with the Archon next turn to blow it up. Maybe from the start here. We'll ditch the Spiral, I don't know right now. And do I go for 6/6 Crisis? Yeah, 6/6 Crisis seems fine. Sorry, 4/4 Crisis. My mistake. You have 6 mana. Okay. Go to lines. And attack the ones. Get that chip in there. See what you got. Uh-huh. Walk with the braces. Okay. Shadow the sky. Sure, I get to draw a card. Ow. See what we find. Row. Seems good. Get down our third alliance. Attack the 1/1s. Okay, so how much mana will I be at? 5? I think I just weird all types of instant speed interaction. That's the Pyromancer though. I can always get like that. I think right now my best bet is 1-win beatdown, hilariously. Got interaction for days, we can spawn more 1/1s. Well, for days. We have some interaction pieces. Trawler. He's about to be so upset. Is that just a concession? Oh man, that feels great. Oh, I had a feeling he'd be on that Trawler build. Okay. Interesting hand. Just need a draw. You just need to find a way to draw cards. On the plate, feels good. We have no problem discarding one of the draw rails to a Royal Scions, to a Thrill. Oh yeah, let's go. Let's get stuck in there. Mana green. Nice, pimped out Pop Collector. Uh-huh. Well, that's not a way to draw cards yet, but it cycles. So, absolute worst case scenario it can be. Gonna fight my Jewel Rail all night. I had a feeling. I don't seem to be covering it too much. Okay. So, I can get to 4 mana. Or I can just draw rail tap land and Prob Alliance goes by next one. So I think I do that. Draw rail tap land. Next turn we got enough to do both of these. Am I looking at second Primal Might? Screws. Let's go. Draw rail lives. Ooh. Oh. Screws can be pretty good. So that's not exactly the best feeling thing ever. Get a green source. Put the alliance down. And the spiral. Okay. Silence is interesting. It's actually pretty solid right now. It's a way to enable our synergies without throwing Uro to the graveyard. Scoo's eating Uro is not exactly the best thing. Show me what you got. One creature, so who's can Care to attack? Oh yeah. We 100% take this block. So I can Uro, or I can Scions. If he has a second Ooze, Uro isn't That's why I think I just got the sound done.
Our bond was forged
Just
with
have to start
Let me
respecting
synthesize
them.
the facts.
Ooh. Crisis can be really good. I think I'll drop off on the Euros. Because it is good value from the graveyard. On 4 cards. And without trample, I can always chump his stuff with the large quantity of tokens I'm going to generate. That's a good one.
I am Scala's vengeance, and I'm coming for you next.
There's the trample.
Stomping time.
Oh, it just goes face. Purely face. Okay, this is interesting. I can throw everything under something. No great blocks. I can take out one of them and he'll leave me with a fairy. This is tough. This is kind of rough. How much mana do I have next game? It's gonna take 4 to bring back Uro. Okay. I think I take it. And that means he has a Stone Cold Serpent. Okay. So if I want to take out Vivian, how am I doing it? I can get in there with the Jewel Rail and no. I can get in there with the Jewel Rail and the cat. If I pump it with the Scions, now John, I have 2 other blockers. The Pill Collector will have trample, but the Troll won't. So okay. We will pump Joral because I'm not trying to block with it.
You will not block our noble path.
Get in for 5 here.
Well,
Take
you're
out the Vivian.
annoying. You haven't seen the last of me.
I can gain some life here. Draw synergies enabled. Okay, not quite there. Do I play the 1/1 Crisis? This is 4. Let's say if he has another Vivian, that's 10, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. So if he has the other Vivian and pluses, I'm dead. So I do play this out for 1, literally, just to not die with the other Vivian. Does that kill me? Okay, block like this. Take so this takes 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I take 4. Okay. Feeling good about bringing the crisis.
You have the heart of a coward.
Okay. So, definitely need to bring back Uro. Ooh, but there's no Uro. Do I want to exile second Uro? I think I go for this first.
Let us plan for the trials ahead.
That's good. Good control synergies. And being able to hold it to Oro is important. Second Oro. Get some life, get the blocker. I think I'll hold that for the signs. Or any other sort of discard draw spell. Drawing the interaction piece was pretty key. Or at least I think it's going to be. Go to blockers. Block here. Pick up the troll. What you got? Okay. We're not with it yet. Make some mana. Before Stomp Coil. That's fine. Do I bounce it? It's more important to bounce a Questing Beast, right? What the game is. Gust. That's good. Feeling pretty good about drawing that Gust. Draw.
My answers lie in the cold.
And I will. Well, how much mana? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll discard the forest. Play a tap land. Amount of colors might be relevant. And pass the turn. Gotta keep Joral's ability in the back of my mind. Okay. Let's get 6 mana. Just an even bigger Stone Coil Serpent. If that's his play, like, that's okay with me. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll just block with this. Like. Oh, I messed up. I blocked with another thing. If I had 4 cards in hand, I don't know why. That's an oops. It's okay.
I enjoy the proper application of
Okay, now I'm
knowledge.
going to discard the breeding pool. I want my mana. Hopefully that mistake doesn't come back to bite me in the ass. This, no. Back on top, no surprise there. So now, everything's a 2-2 if I pump it. What are the attacks going to be? Both? So we will go to blockers. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 here. Block. Send you back. Already tapped out. We've had that taken out already, and we could have taken out the other Stone Coil. 5 cards in play. Let's make it 6. Ooh, okay. We'll go for this.
What is my strategy here?
Get those cards. Now he's drawing this, Draw. No, we're gonna hold that.
After
The
a
second
1,000
planeswalker on
years,
the board.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Okay. So, I like the spot we're in. It's
I will
slight
protect the
mistake.
virtue of this world.
It's okay.
The land shall conquer you.
Reanimates a forest, can't do anything with it. We will press here. No. I'll ditch the great spiral. Uh-huh. Well, okay, so this will go at Nissa. And these other ones will go, well, okay. These two will go also at Nissa, in case he blocks here. And I can activate the Madison ability. You know what? This can go face. Let's go. I ain't no coward. Yep, that's the plan. Mm-hmm. Trumps the Uro. Black the Goose. Buff the team. Could have gotten for an extra 4 with Drill Rail.
Forgive me.
That's a slight oops.
I will learn what nobody yet knows.
Digital Alliance now. I don't think it particularly matters at this point. I think we have a convincing board state, to say the least. Good game. So, we had a couple slight mistakes in that one, but I still think it showed off the power of the deck overall, so we're going to include it. Alright everybody, we're back. So, I did have a lot of fun playing this. I had another little recording session earlier where it went significantly worse. I was drawing an awkward combination of just constant draw spells and no payoffs. This session went a lot better. So take us from the deck. It's not super consistent, but it is a lot of fun to play. If you're looking for a more competitive Team Rec, there's obviously Team Reclamation or Team Avengers, but this one does capitalize on some new cards, and I love the interaction pieces. I did a little bit of research on builds beforehand just to get an idea of what people were playing, and I didn't see many people running interaction. But yeah, in these games, the Aether Gusts and the Mystical Disputes, just as like slight interaction pieces, really did come in handy, and the Crisis showed its worth. So yeah, guys, hope you all enjoy. Deck list once again will be down below. Thanks for watching. Peace.